The door that appears at 2 a.m. In a quiet town in Oregon, United States, there was an old hotel called Redwood Grand Hotel. The building was built in the early 1950s. At that time, it was one of the most popular hotels in the area. Travelers from many cities used to stay there because it was close to the highway and surrounded by beautiful forests. But as the years passed, things slowly began to change. New hotels opened in nearby cities, and the Redwood Grand Hotel slowly lost its popularity. The building became old, the hallways became quiet, and fewer guests stayed there every year. The people who lived in that town started talking about strange things happening inside the hotel. Some guests said they heard footsteps in the hallway late at night, even when the floor was completely empty. Others claimed they heard someone whispering behind closed doors. A few people even said they heard a woman crying somewhere in the hotel after midnight. At first, most people thought these stories were just rumors. But there was one story that kept coming back again and again. It was the story about a room that officially did not exist. Several guests said that late at night they saw a door at the end of the hallway with the number 309 written on it. The strange thing was that the hotel manager always said there was no room 309 in the building. According to the official map of the hotel, the hallway ended at room 308. There was simply no space for another room. Yet some guests insisted they had clearly seen a door with the number 309. And a few of them even said they had opened it. Most people in town stopped talking about it after a while. But in the year 2022, a travel vlogger named Ethan Carter heard about the story. Ethan was known on the internet for visiting strange and mysterious places across the United States. His channel had thousands of followers who loved watching him explore abandoned buildings and haunted locations. One evening, while reading comments under one of his videos, Ethan noticed a strange message. The comment said, "If you really want to experience something terrifying, spend one night at Redwood Grand Hotel and try to find room 309. At first Ethan thought it was just someone trying to scare him. But the more he searched online, the more strange stories he found about that hotel. Some people said they had seen the mysterious door. Others said they heard strange sounds coming from behind it. No one had a clear explanation. That was enough to make Ethan curious. A few days later, he packed his camera equipment and drove to the small town in Oregon. The Redwood Grand Hotel looked exactly like the pictures he had seen online. The building was old, the paint on the walls was fading, and the parking lot was almost empty. Inside the hotel, the air felt heavy and quiet. A middle-aged woman was sitting at the reception desk. Ethan walked up to her and asked for a room. After checking in, he casually asked a question. "By the way, do you have a room 309 here?" The woman stopped typing on the computer. For a moment she didn't say anything. Then she slowly looked up at Ethan. Her expression suddenly became serious. She said in a quiet voice, "There is no room 309 in this hotel." Ethan smiled and said it was probably just an internet rumor. The woman didn't smile back. Instead, she leaned slightly closer and said something strange. "If you see a door with that number tonight, don't open it." Ethan thought she was joking. But something about her tone made the warning feel real. Later that night, Ethan set up his camera in his room. He explained the story to his viewers and told them he was going to explore the hotel. Around 2 a.m., the hotel had become completely silent. The hallways were empty. Most of the lights were dim. Ethan started walking slowly down the corridor while recording everything with his camera. For several minutes, nothing unusual happened. The hallway looked completely normal. But then Ethan noticed something strange. At the far end of the corridor, there was a door he didn't remember seeing before. He slowly walked closer. The hallway seemed longer than before. And then he saw the number on the door. 309. Ethan froze for a moment. He was sure that door wasn't there earlier. He slowly reached for the handle. For a few seconds he remembered the receptionist's warning. But curiosity was stronger. He slowly opened the door. Inside the room, everything looked old and abandoned. Dust covered the furniture. The curtains were torn. And the air inside the room felt unusually cold.
Ethan started running faster. But no matter how far he ran, the hallway never ended. Every door was the same. Every number was the same. And somewhere behind him, he could hear slow footsteps following him. The camera recording suddenly started shaking. Ethan's breathing became louder and louder. Then the video suddenly cut off. The next morning, the hotel staff found Ethan's camera lying on the floor in the hallway. But Ethan himself was gone. No one ever saw him again. When the police checked the hotel map, they confirmed something strange. There was still no room 309 anywhere in the building. But when they looked at the last recording on Ethan's camera, they saw something disturbing. In the final frame of the video, Ethan was running through the hallway. And behind him, the same pale girl was slowly walking toward the camera, smiling. To this day, some guests staying at the Redwood Grand Hotel say that at exactly 2 a.m., a new door sometimes appears at the end of the hallway. And on that door, the number 309 is written. And if someone decides to open it, they might never leave the hotel again. Ethan started running faster. But no matter how far he ran, the hallway never ended. Every door was the same. Every number was the same. And somewhere behind him, he could hear slow footsteps following him. The camera recording suddenly started shaking. Ethan's breathing became louder and louder. Then the video suddenly cut off. The next morning, the hotel staff found Ethan's camera lying on the floor in the hallway. But Ethan himself was gone. No one ever saw him again. When the police checked the hotel map, they confirmed something strange. There was still no room 309 anywhere in the building. But when they looked at the last recording on Ethan's camera, they saw something disturbing. In the final frame of the video, Ethan was running through the hallway. And behind him, the same pale girl was slowly walking toward the camera, smiling. To this day, some guests staying at the Redwood Grand Hotel say that at exactly 2 a.m., a new door sometimes appears at the end of the hallway. And on that door, the number 309 is written. And if someone decides to open it, they might never leave the hotel again.